Welcome back to the world of short stories to tell. Once upon a time, in the heart of a dense jungle, there lived a man. He loved all the animals in the jungle, and the animals loved him back. One day, this man was strolling through the jungle when he heard a terrible sound. It was the sound of an elephant being hunted. The poor elephant was trapped, and the sound of its distress echoed through the trees. Without wasting a moment, the man rushed to the sound. When he arrived at the scene, what he saw made his blood boil. A group of men were circling a wounded elephant, and they were about to strike the final blow. The elephant was huge, its tusks like ivory swords, and its eyes were filled with fear and pain. The men were armed with spears and bows and arrows, and they looked ready to kill. But our hero wasn't going to let them. With a loud voice, he ordered the men to stop. They all turned to him, their faces painted with war and excitement. They were a fierce-looking tribe, and they weren't afraid of anyone. Why should we? One of them asked, his voice echoing the challenge of his stance. Because it's wrong to hunt such a magnificent creature, the man said, his voice firm. Besides, we don't need its hide or its tusks. The tribe members looked at each other. They had been hunting for days, and they needed something big to turn their luck around. And this elephant, with its tusks of ivory and hide as tough as leather, seemed like the perfect target. But our hero wasn't giving up. He took a step forward, his eyes never leaving men. "If you want to hunt," he said, "hunt me instead." The men were taken aback by his bravery, but they were also intrigued. This man wasn't like the others who ran away or hid in the trees. He stood there, challenging them, and that made him interesting. Before anyone could respond, the elephant suddenly charged. Its tusks were lowered, ready to pierce the flesh of its attackers. The man was fast, though. He dodged the tusks and stood behind the elephant, calming it down with soothing words. He then did something incredible. He took off his shirt and tore it into strips. He then started to wrap the strips around the elephant's wounds, stopping the bleeding. The elephant calmed down, sensing the man's sincerity. The man hugs and embraces the elephant to reassure everything is fine. The men watched in silence as the man cared for the elephant. They had never seen anything like it before. In the end, the tribe walked away, and the man saved the elephant's life. And when the animal regained its strength, it trumpeted loudly, acknowledging its savior. The man smiled, knowing he had done the right thing. The end.